Merrill Memo with Matthew Dickerson from Dubbo Regional Council.
Okay, time now 14 minutes to 8, 14 to 8. From Dubbo, Mayor Matthew Dickerson, first of all, konnichiwa.
Very good, Kerry, very good. Why would you be speaking like that, Kerry?
Because you, and you don't mind me saying this, do you? You are in Japan at the moment, and you're with, a local government outfit, is that right?
Yeah, this is a local government exchange and cooperation seminar. It's an organisation called CLAIR, C-L-A-I-R. It's a Council of Local Authorities for International Relations. It's a Japanese organisation. They've got offices around the world, including in Sydney. And they've got this seminar that runs today in Tokyo. And then we're going to a place called Kokyu Town. And that's the rest of the week. And the idea is to really share information, exchange ideas. I'm leading the delegation from Australia and New Zealand. So we've got 5 of us here from different places across Australia and New Zealand. We've got someone from Bunbury over in WA. We've got someone from South Australia. We've got myself from New South Wales and then 2 people from New Zealand. And so, look, it's a way to continue to foster international relations, a way to keep increasing that knowledge sharing. And Kokyu Town, I haven't been there yet, so I can't talk to you a lot about it, but it's a similar sort of rural community, and most of these places we're talking about will be focused on that rural aspect of things.
Okay, well, look, back to the more mundane things in life. Australia Day Award nominations are still open, by the way, and that's not far away either.
It's not, and it's 9th of January you've got to all those. We've got 2 Australia Day Award ceremonies. You've got Citizen of the Year, Senior Citizen, Young Citizen, Sportsperson, Young Sportsperson. Those 5 awards are common across both Dubbo and Wellington. In Dubbo, we've got 2 additional awards, Services to Sports Award and the Cultural Person of the Year. And in Wellington, they've got 2 separate ones. One's called Community Event of the Year, and the other one's called the Community Service or Achievement Award. So those nominations are open. I encourage people, if they've got someone they know in the Dubbo Regional Council, LGA, that's doing some great work, and there's lots of people doing great work, get those nominations in. And on Australia Day, the same as this year, Australia Day will be celebrated in Wellington on the 25th of January as a twilight event at 6:30pm, and then in Dubbo on the actual day itself on the 26th of January.
Can I ask you a question in left field on this one? I just noticed this morning, have you seen the smiling faces of our 2023 Christmas local heroes? What's the story on that?
Kerry, this is all about celebrating Christmas with our local heroes, Dubbo and Wellington's local heroes. The idea here is to add some festive spirit. We'd like to get into the Christmas spirit and add our decorations, but we don't want to spend too much money on this. So what can we do that's fairly cost effective? Well, it's actually quite cheap to print custom flags. So down the main street of Dubbo and Macquarie Street and down Nanama Crescent in Wellington, you'll see some of these flags, and you'll see some faces, familiar faces of people that you may well know if you're in Dubbo and Wellington. And these are the people that are doing some great work in the background, a little bit like the Dubbo Day Awards we recently had. So some great work in the background. If I've got the time, I'll just run through very quickly the names of these people. Erin Williamson, Angus MacDonald, Kathleen Redford, Marion Williams, Wayne and Susan Howlett, Amy Wellborn, Fahana Carter, Amrita Verma, Dubbo Park Run, so it's actually an event, not just an individual, Leslie Morley, the Whig Library, Robert Chenall, Lorraine Reid, Dubbo Community Men's Shed, the 2023 Wellington Eisteddfod Committee, Greg Bryan, the Wellington Town Band, Jenny Ryan and Eddie Owens.
Sorry to come out of left field on that one, but I just thought that was fabulous. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, and people do talk about Christmas decorations and making things look different and brighter. We've, of course, got a great big Christmas tree in both Wellington and Dubbo, and that's nice, but other things that you can do, and again, we're so focused on the bottom line with so many things we do at the moment, Kerry. We're so focused on making sure we get into the black. We can't put rates up too much, so there's a whole range of extra expenses being added onto us. In fact, we met with some of the people from the planning department last week in Sydney, and one of the things we talked about there was the new planning portal, online planning portal that's been introduced by the government. Sounds great in theory, but the councils around the room, and these are all regional cities, so Dubbo and Bathurst and Orange, etc., and they're all saying that it's costing us at least 1 extra staff person per council to be able to make this beautiful new shiny planning portal from the state government work. So there's all these extra expenses. So we're trying to keep those costs down. The local heroes is one way of doing something without being too expensive to just add to the decorations around Christmas.
I love it. Now, listen, I'm very concerned, you'll be back in time for Santa, won't you?
Just in time for Santa. I'm actually back this Saturday. It's only a very quick trip. I only flew in here on Saturday and then I'm back next Saturday. There's too many things happening in Dubbo at the moment, Kerry. Too many functions, too many activities. I can't be away for too long. So literally I'm here. This event started last night in Japan, in Tokyo, and it finishes Friday night, and I'm on a plane at 10 p.m. Friday.
Oh, well, you can stand the pressure. Don't worry about it. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Kerry. Always my pleasure.
Catch up. Talk to you later. There we go. 50 Dickinson.
Merrill Memo with Matthew Dickinson from Dubbo Regional Council.